Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to talk about aesthetically getting the website ready to go. Okay, so basically we're going to customize this thing with color schemes and fonts and layouts and making sure that aesthetically the website is all good to go. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do here is the logo. Okay, so you will have already put this in. And what we need to do now is make sure that we grab the exact color from the logo and make sure that that is our main color, or at least a color that matches with that color. Okay, so for this specific website, we are doing a pool cleaning website. So sometimes when we already have the client that has sold, or that we've already sold the site to, we'll actually have a logo for them. Which is the case with this one. So this is a company we have already sold. It's called Bear Aquatics. They are a client of Sigalo Media, and we are in the process of building that website right now. So what I'm going to do, this logo will be sent to you if that is the case, and you'll put it in just like I'm going to show you here, and then you're going to pull up that logos inside of PicMonkey, and you're going to find the exact color of a color. I'll just show you here. It's a lot easier to show you than tell you, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to change out the logo. Okay, so I already have the logo ready to go. I already have it sent to me, and I made sure that I went to Tiny PNG. So just like with the images, we went to Tiny PNG, and I already went ahead and did this. But you would, when we send you that image, make sure you send it through Tiny PNG. This was this logo right here, and I put it right there. So this is what the logo looks like right there. And I shrunk it down 30 kbs to 16 kbs. So it shrunk down about almost in half. Okay, so I went to the customizer, and this is where you edit the logo. I'm going to go down here into header, scroll down, and I'm going to change the image. And I've already uploaded this in here. Okay, so I'm going to hit Bear Aquatics, and I'm going to move myself because I'm in the way, and I'm going to hit choose image. Okay, now this is going to put that in right there. Perfect. Okay, so if you notice, this is way high up. We have to move that down. The way we move that down is, and sometimes the logo could be really small or big. You can play with the sizing right here. Let's say I wanted to make it bigger. I could type in 500. It's going to make that a little bigger. I like it a little bit bigger like that. Okay, so I want to push this thing all the way down. This navbar top logo alignment, this is talking about the padding off the top of the page. Okay, so it's going to push 8 pixels off the top. So if I tell this to push 28 pixels off the top, it's going to come down too far. Let's type in 20. Let's see what 20 looks like. That we want it perfectly centered. That's about where we want it. So hit save and publish, and I'm going to hit refresh and see what that looks like. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so the next step is we need to take that logo, and I don't particularly love the bold blue. Now, you have the freedom to do this. You know, we're not going to be super crazy stringent on design on this website, but typically speaking, you don't want a super bold color like this blue. It's like a dark blue. We don't typically want that to be our main color across. The button should definitely, so we're talking about changing button colors, and this home button color, we're talking about changing as we go through here. We already changed this to blue, but normally that's going to be orange, and or it's going to be the main color, the main color of the site. What I'm getting at is I don't particularly like this bold blue. I'm going to go for that little light blue. It's got a cool little accent color. That's what I want to make the main color of the site. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up PicMonkey. You can click on that link beside the video. I'm going to open up PicMonkey, and I'm going to show you how to get the exact hex code so I'm going to open up the logo, and we're going to get the hex code to put inside of our customizer. Now, what in the world is a hex code? About to show you. Okay, so I'm in PicMonkey. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to this butterfly looking thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to geometric, click on geometric, put in a square. Now we're not actually putting in a square, we're just going to grab the color picker. Now go to color 2, and you're going to hit the drop down button, and it's going to drop down, and then we're going to click this color picker right here. We're going to click on that, drag it over to here, and we're going to get the color that we want. So this, if you notice, there's actually 2 accent colors. I want this accent color. That's a pretty good looking color. Okay, now I'm going to click on, it's now changed that to the color of our box, and now we're going to click on the box, and we're going to now notice that it's given us a hex code. 0EB1DE is our hex code. Let's copy that, and we're going to go over to our customizer. And now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to change that button color to that color. Okay, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go to buttons, go down to here, button background. I'm going to change, and I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to paste. Now this is going to change the color of that button right there. Beautiful. Okay, now button border, I'm going to change that. So notice there was a orange border around there. Okay, cool, perfect. Okay, so now if you notice the highlight color has to change too. I'm going to go to the button background, and I am going to highlight again. I'm going to paste, but this time I'm going to go slightly darker or lighter. You can see which one looks better. Darker, let's see what the lighter looks like. So we go super light. I think I like the darker a little bit. You have the freedom to choose. Again, we're not going to be super picky. Go down and edit the button border. Hit paste. Okay, so now when we highlight over those, now it's changing those colors. We like the highlight effect, pretty cool, the hover effect, excuse me. Okay, so the next thing to change is we're going to change the typography colors. So if you notice this is still orange, we need to now change that to blue. So let's go to typography, scroll on down, and first we're actually going to, this is controlled through the header, but what I'm going to show you right now is the site link. So this is, let's see, I'm trying to find a place where you'd even see this at. Maybe it's on the About page. Basically, wherever there's going to be a site link, anyway, I don't know if we actually have one on here, but make sure you do change this in case there is. So we're just going to literally paste that in, and then we're going to go to site links, hover, and the same thing is with the button. We're going to go a little, oops. If you notice, I put in the wrong one. I put in, this is what the hover should be, because I still had that copied on my clipboard. I need to go back and grab the lighter color. Okay, so I'm going to grab that, copy, and I'm going to go back to my typography, scroll all the way down, hit the site links, highlight, paste, boom. Okay, and you're probably not going to, oh, look, I guess this is down here. We got our site links down there. So inside of the footer menu, we have that color. Okay, so that is where it goes. That's why you never know, there's going to be some random place where that does come up, but we don't want that randomly to be orange. Okay, okay, so now we need to change the header colors. So let's go back to the main customizer menu. Now we're going to go to header, scroll on down, and the links hover. Whenever it is on a page, it will hover over it, or it will hover that color. So let's open this up and paste in that blue, and it's going to change that one. Pretty cool, right? Okie dokie. Save and publish. Now I'm showing you right now, just keep in mind, I'm showing you a not totally filled out site. Normally this will pretty much be all ready to go. You have an image in here, all the content's going to be in here, the images are all flush, we're all good to go, and basically all we're going through now is just changing colors and aesthetics, okay? Now, the other thing, we've talked about this before, but this is where you would change your typography if you want to. So I've got the Muley font right now, and I'm using Roboto as the headings font. I don't love the Roboto, so I am going to see what we can what we can come up with. Let's see what Railway looks like. If I can find it, let's see what Railway looks like. I actually like that. We might be back to that. So I like Railway. Let's look at Poppins. Poppins is a good one. Also a good one. It's looking pretty good on here, huh? Okay, the other one was Hind, I believe. Let's see what that one looks like. Leto, I'm not a huge fan of Leto. You can use that if you want. Personally, and this is honestly, guys, design is a personal opinion. So as long as you're staying within the ones that we suggested, then we're totally cool with you picking one of those. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Leto. It doesn't really look that much different, but Anyway, so Poppins and Hind honestly look pretty identical. So I'm going to go back to, I think it's between Railway and this is how the decision-making process goes, by the way. So Railway, let's kind of look throughout. Let's take a look at, I think I'm going to go with Poppins. That one I think was probably my favorite. Let's watch this change through here. Yeah, I think I like that the most. Okay, let's see what it looks like really bolded out. I actually don't hate that. Semi-bold. The other thing you could do is actually change the letter spacing too. So if I wanted to increase the size of this, I think this is a heading 2. I can go through here and increase that sizing too. Okay, I'm actually going to go back to regular. I think that bold is just too much. Okie dokie, that looks good. All right, I'm going to save and publish, and that does it for the customizer menu for now. Okay. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit the X, and this is going to take me back to my dashboard. I'm going to open up my home page, and we're going to go through page by page, making sure that all the colors are good to go. So I'm going to go to my home page, edit with Cornerstone. I'm going to X out as PicMonkey. We don't actually need that anymore. Actually, I'm going to grab that color while I have it. You can either grab that from your customizer menu or PicMonkey. I don't need PicMonkey anymore. I've got the color on my clipboard. Okay, so let's scroll through here. Is there anything on here? Okay, we've changed this once before, but now we're going to change it to the matching color. So I'm going to click inside any of these, and I'm going to go to make sure we're editing the row color, not the column color, the row color, and I'm going to paste this in. Now this is going to paste in a solid color, as you can see. We have to pull down the transparency quite a bit. Okay, I'm going to pull it down to right about there. Make sure that those words are readable. Okay, I think that's about as readable as we're going to get. So now I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go down to the next row. So I'm just going to click on that custom headline, column, row. I'm going to click on the row, and I'm going to paste in that color here. So it's going to change that whole row. Now I'm going to go to this one and do the exact same thing. Okay, now I'm going to paste that in and hit save. And that, I'm going to go look at it on the front end. I hit my control or command button plus the click, and then it opened up a new tab. And let's see how this looks coming on down. Beautiful. So this is all matching our blues. Awesome. Okie dokie. Things are really coming to life. It's beautiful. Okay. One side note here. There is a chance that this button color is going to change in terms of we may get it to be a brighter color so it stands out a little bit more. But you will be notified if that is the case, and we'll probably have it. We'll let you know whenever you're putting this together if that is the case. Okay, so next we're gonna go to the About page and do the exact same thing. Okay, I'm not going to click the About. I'm actually going to go up to my browser bar. After the /, I'm going to type in About /, and here's a little shortcut to get into Cornerstone in the About page. Saves you about a step of clicking. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do, okay, this is still orange. Not cool. We need to change that. So let's go ahead and click on that just like we did on the other page. We can go to the row, and we're going to paste this color in. Cool. So that changed that whole thing. Okay, these are orange. We have to change that. So we're going to click on this feature list. And now I have the transparent color attached to my clipboard. So I need to get that original color, which I did X out of that PicMonkey. So what I need to do now, and I'm going to show, I did that on purpose because I want to show you now how to get to the customizer from Cornerstone. So a little trick. You can go up to here on the settings, go down to customizer, and make sure that you hit your command or your control button to open up in a new tab so we don't lose this. I'm going to drag this customizer back over, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to copy the color from the button. So I'm clicking on button, I'm going down here, I'm going to grab that main color again, and I'm going to go back to my About page, click on the feature list, and the feature list is split up into 3 different sections, and each one has that pillar in there, okay? Now, the other thing that we have to change here are these icons. This makes no sense for what this is. So these need to match up with your text. So if you're talking about, trusted, affordable, whatever it might be, so you're going to click on that pillar 1. You're going to find an icon that matches with that. So if it was, let's say trust was one of them. So I'm going to go through here and I'm going to search out something that might be attributed to trust. I really have no idea what maybe this, get pocket, no. So trust, trust, trust. These look like icons of actual companies. You want something that is generic. Maybe something like this. It's more of a hospital type thing, but that insinuates trust. We'll go with that one. Okay, so now we're going to scroll down, and this is where we're going to change the color. It's not the first one, but it's the second one. We're going to go in here. We're going to paste the color. Okay, now we're going to scroll back up and back to the inspector and pillar 2, and we're going to do the exact same thing. So we would find an icon of some sort that would match with this. And if you're really struggling to find icons, the best thing to do is to just do a circle. Okay, so we would do that, and if you're going to do a circle, there needs to be a circle on all 3. So I'm going to go down here, I'm going to change my color, and let's just say that we were doing those circles. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to make sure that my pillar 1, whoops, is also a circle. And the fastest way to find that is honestly just to type in circle in that search bar, and then pick the same one, and now we got 2 circles. Back to inspector, let's do it on 3. Let's type in circle, scroll on down, and then we're going to put in the blue. All right, cool. Now we've got that main color rolling throughout. Okay, so the next step is to go to the services page, and we got to make sure all those are now the right colors. Okay, so looks like we have to go through and change every single one of these. The thing on this is these icons are the same thing as the previous page. So find something that either fits, or on these, since this is a square, we may actually want to go with an actual square if they have it. Yeah, we might go with something a little bit more like that. Okay, but what we definitely have to do is go through and change the colors each time. I'm going to go in here, and I would type in square, go down and change the color, and I'm going to click on the next one. Square, color, scroll on down, we've got the square. So as you can tell, this part can be a little monotonous. And if you want, you could be changing this while you write if you prefer, so you don't have to go in and do this twice. I tend to like to do it in steps and come back through and kind of comb the desert, so to speak, to finish off the site, so I make sure that I see everything. Almost there, 2 more. Okie dokie. So that'll do that. Now we've got this thing again, and now I have a different color attached to my clipboard again. So what I'm going to have to do, we have to have this match across the entire site. So now what I'm going to do is I need to go find that color again, and dang it, now it's not. I don't have any page pulled up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to type back in. I'm just going to delete that out, and I'm going to hit my Command or Control button, hold it down, and then press Enter. And that's going to open up a new tab, because we don't want to X out of this tab. We just want to simply open up a new tab inside Cornerstone so we can go in and grab that transparent blue color. So I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to grab this, go to the row, get inside that background color, and I'm going to copy, And now I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to go to the row and I am going to paste. Okay, now this is 3 different sections it looks like. So we got to go in and do the same thing we did on the home page with those 3 sections. Okay, now you'd have an image there because we're doing this at the end typically, but anyway. Not telling you what to do. If you want to do it your way, do it your way. Just make sure it gets done. Okay, going to go through here. Because I don't really have to narrate what I'm doing because you can see, right? Oops. Okay, go ahead and hit save. And make sure that there's nothing orange on there or the previous color. And now we're going to go to the contact page. Okay, now this is the exact same thing. You don't have to actually edit these icons. These are already the way that they're going to be. So same thing, this is the feature list just like the about page. Oh, we have the wrong color on there. Stupid. We're going to go grab, let's see if we have it anywhere on here. Oh, good thing we still have the customizer menu open. We're going to go in there and we're going to grab that color. We don't want that transparent color. And we're going to do that. Go back up to phone number. Paste in, whoops. Paste in that. Okie dokie. There we go. And that does it for the contact page. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to go to the home page. I'm just going to erase this cornerstone here, and then I'm going to hit enter. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to go through the entire site and I'm going to look at it. Does everything look good? And normally, obviously, we'd have all these pictures filled out, the content's all filled out. This site should pretty much look entirely done. Okay. Now, obviously, it doesn't right now because we don't have the images in there. Services, good. All the colors match. Contact page. Perfect. And we've got Bear Aquatics up there. All right, so aesthetically that looks pretty good. The last thing I'll show you is you can, I don't really like the header font right now that we have chosen. So I'm just going to show you real quick. For an example, you could go in and change that. Go to header and then scroll on down to your navbar font. And I'm going to change that to, what did we have, Poppins? Let's see what that looks like. There it is. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I like how that looks. Let's see what book looks like. You can play with the font weights if you want. Or does it look like bold? It's going to look terrible, I bet. Yeah, ew. Okay, let's go to book. I think book looks the best. Hit save changes. And I'm going to go back into here and I'm going to refresh to see the changes. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that. I do want to make those a little bit bigger though. So go here, navbar font size, and back to my customizer. Navbar font size, I'm just going to increase it 1 to 14. And then that increased it just like that. Save and publish. Let's go over here, hit refresh. Boom, much better. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so in the next video, we are going to discuss how to put this map in, and then we are going to basically get the site live. So we are almost finished. Okay, see you in the next video.